All right, tell us about Gemini.
Okay, so can I be honest? Yes. This one was really weird. I had no clue how this actually pointed to the truth of Jesus and the gospel. Did you have any that were like that for you? Yeah. Well, Gemini is the twins, and most referred to as the twins of Castor and Pollux, who I had not really heard of before this. So out of curiosity, I looked at the ancient story of Castor and Pollux to see what the ancient people said about this pair in the sky. Looking at the story, I think I understand better what God was trying to tell us about Jesus. Castor and Pollux were twins with different dads. Strange, but it can happen. Castor's dad was mortal king of Sparta, and Pollux's dad was the immortal god Zeus. So he was like the head honcho of the gods. Whenever they were pictured in ancient artwork, they were wearing helmets, holding spears, and with horses. Castor ends up being killed, and Pollux asked Zeus to make them both immortal, and they were placed together in the stars. Okay, so there's a lot more to their story, like possibly being born out of eggs and stealing wives, but I'm not going to go there because that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But I do find some things very interesting with the main part of the twin story. Two beings, one fully man, one the son of the god of gods, existing together side by side. The mortal was killed, then raised from death to be immortalized with his already immortal brother. Jesus is fully man, fully God, who was killed and raised from the dead. I don't think the ancient Greeks could fully figure out how someone could be God and man at the same time and try to put something together that made sense. And who really could until Jesus came and actually showed us what that looked like, you know? Even cooler is how the twins were recognized in Babylonian astronomy. They were called, please pardon my Babylonian, Meshlamatea and Lagarlora. Okay.
I'm sure you're close.
It must be in the range, right? Meaning, respectively, the one who has arisen from the underworld and the mighty king. Okay, doesn't that just blow your mind? Like, I didn't, yeah, it's something I found like on a secular website. I didn't find it in like my Christian research, so it's pretty cool. Other really cool star names for both of these twins. Castor's right eye and Pollux's left eye both have the same meaning in Greek, which is ruler. But in Latin, Castor's other eye means judge, and Pollux's other eye means branch. To me, this is saying that Jesus is undeniably the ruler. His perfection as a man and the promised Son of God makes him the righteous judge and Messiah. The Hebrew name for Gemini is Thaumin, I think that's how you pronounce it, meaning joining together. So really this constellation points out how Jesus' position as man and God. While doing research into the stars, I found the stars are grouped into 3 groups of 4. So the first third, which is Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius, speak of the Messiah coming to earth. The second third, which is Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries, speak of what the Messiah brought to mankind. And the last third, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and Leo, speak of the Messiah returning to judge the earth, which totally fit in with the twins. In the stars depiction, one twin is holding the harp, and the other twin is holding an arrow. And it only gets cooler with the decans, which I think I say every time, but it's so true. Lepus is a hare being chased by the other 2 decans, Canis Major and Canis Minor, which are essentially dogs. Yeah. In what you would be told on Wikipedia about these constellations is Lepus is being chased by the dogs who belong to Orion. One of the star names in Arabic of Lepus is the throne of Jaza, that's what it says. Which sounds like to me the hare is fleeing from trying to take this throne, the throne of Jaza. So who's Jaza? Well, it's Orion, a Christ figure in the stars. So what does Orion do when he sees this hare trying to take his throne? He sends his dogs after that, and that rabbit runs off real fast. So what does that make you think of? Well, let's see. When Jesus returns, he is returning as God and the true and righteous King of this world. He was the only one who is sinless to die for our wrongdoings. He chose to die the death we should have died, but he conquered death and ascended into heaven as the mighty King. Soon, very soon, Jesus will return, chasing out Satan from trying to take Jesus' rightful spot. Each day is one day closer to Jesus' return. Each day. Don't wait until it's too late to ask Jesus into your life. He has gone through hell for you, so you can have a personal relationship with him. This is what he wants to say to you, and this is in Revelation 22, verses 12 and 13. Look, I'm coming quickly. My reward is with me to repay each person according to what he has done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end. So if Jesus were to give you and repay you what you have done, what would you have to offer him? If you don't have him, you don't have anything. Because all we need the sacrifice of Jesus to cover our sins. If you want Jesus in your life right now, sealing you for eternity, being written in his book of life, you can pray right now by faith, telling Jesus what's on your heart and mind. Admit that you are sinful and imperfect. Ask him to be Lord of your life. What you say isn't important, but it isn't as important as the condition of your heart. Do you truly want to be saved from your sin? Do you truly want Jesus as Lord of your life? God knows the thoughts and attitudes of your heart, so having the perfect words isn't what's important, but your sincerity is. If you do make that decision, please tell someone that can encourage you and walk with you as you both follow Jesus.
Yes, and we would actually love to hear from you. So if that is a decision you want to make or you have made, just click the little button saying, now what? And we'd love to help guide you through in your new relationship with Jesus Christ. And you also take some time to explore the site and check out the other constellations. And there's lots here. So we hope you are encouraged.